let's talk about a movie that Alan and I both saw. It is a raunchy comedy, R-rated comedy called Strays. Strays looks on the surface to be one of those cliche talking animal movies where they're on a journey of discovery. Jamie Foxx plays a little dog named Bug. Will Ferrell is the main character, plays a dog named Reggie. Will Forte is an asshole who plays Doug, who owns Reggie, the dog. And Reggie ruined his relationship. Reggie ruined Doug's relationship with a girl that he had. He's caught cheating because of Reggie. He basically masturbates, plays video games, and smokes weed all day. Doug is incredibly unlikable. And unbeknownst to Reggie, Doug loathes and despises Reggie the dog, so much so that Doug keeps driving him out further and further. And no matter how far he drives Reggie, little Reggie dog finds his way back to Doug. And he considers it a game that they play. This game, and of course, Will Forte, who's just a horribly disgusting human in this, despises Reggie the little dog, and the dog just takes it as love. He takes it as love. Finally, he's driven out so far and left to his own devices that he's having a little trouble finding his way home, which is when he runs into Bug and other animals. There's one called Maggie, played by Isla Fisher, and Randall Park plays Hunter, who's got this cone on his head. And we follow these dogs, Bug, Reggie, Maggie, and Hunter, on their journey back to Doug, back to his owner. And they have a series of raunchy adventures. And there are jokes about having sex with couches. There are jokes about dogs having sex with other dogs. There are jokes about sniffing dogs' butts. I don't know who this is for. It might have made a better short film. The film has its moments, but as a comedy, I expected to laugh throughout. I didn't. I would give this like a 5 or less in terms of a rating, maybe between a 4 and a 5. Didn't love the film. It has sort of this raunchy, gross payoff at the end involving Doug, which is totally predictable. It's an interesting idea. It seems like this would have made a better fake trailer for a movie on SNL back when SNL was good. But as a film, thankfully it's only like around 90 minutes. It doesn't, it kind of overstayed its welcome for me. But I think that there are going to be families that accidentally go to see this movie and not realize that it's a raunchy R-rated film. Whether kids catch it on television or a family's like, look, a cute dog movie, let's go see this. I think you're going to see a lot of refunds coming from families and strays. I don't know. I just was like, it's not even a genre film I like when it's good. So this is the R-rated version, and the raunchy R-rated, it's not, Seth Rogen didn't have anything to do with this, but he may as well have had something to do with it. But
if it's a bad comedy, Seth Rogen has to be involved in it.
Right. If it's a bad comedy and there's weed involved, Seth Rogen is probably involved, except he's not involved. But I did not. I walked out of it just thinking, why did I watch that? Alan, what did you think of Strays?
Yeah, it's weird. I think you and I feel the same way about the movie, but I would probably actually recommend it. Barely. It's the whole movie is based on an idea, a humorous idea of, the talking lost dog movies. And instead of it being cute, all the dogs are swearing. How many times is the F-bomb dropped in this movie? Which is fine. They're swearing, there are dick jokes, but it's more appropriate in this one. But it just, after a while, you just realize that the joke is cute dogs saying the F word. But I think there are enough funny moments paced out throughout the film that I'm gonna give it a bare recommendation. If I wouldn't say it's the funniest movie ever. I certainly laughed. This is definitely one of those movies that if I were to see it again, it will probably be playing on this TV here while I'm cleaning up the room. So I'm hard pressed to say. I mean, I like the animation. I like the way they use the dogs. I like, it was clever.
Oh, the animation of the mouth.
The facial, the mouth animations.
Yeah.
It's, but I think it does border on a joke that is just drawn out too long. But ultimately, I think I walked away feeling good about the movie. And it's probably because Seth Rogen wasn't involved in it. I liked it. So yeah, I mean, like Big Short, it's a Big Short, that new movie coming, or that the GameStop movie. Seth Rogen
dumb money.
I'm not looking forward to that one, and mostly because of Seth Rogen. But this one, so yeah, it's not groundbreaking, but yeah, it's fun. It's definitely better than Hollywoodland Murders, which is puppets swearing and having sex.
Well, a mild recommendation from you, a non-recommendation from me. It just got gross and annoying. And here, this is a thing. I might lose half the audience now when I say this. I'm about to make a very controversial statement. I'm not a dog person. I'm not a dog person. I find dogs to be needy. Where's your dog, Alan?
She's right there.
There you go. There's your dog. I'm not a dog person, and I find them to be needy. I find them to be like it's like owning a 4-year-old that can't talk. And I find maybe part of it is, well, look, Bill S. Preston Esquire unsubscribed. Chris, you are dead to me, says Razorburn. But let me tell you, it's mainly because not so much about how I feel about dogs, because dogs love me. Like dogs, whatever, like, I don't know, they just love me. Maybe it's a little alpha energy I give off. I don't know, but I've had my experiences, dogs tend to love me, and it gets a little irritating. I'll just say it gets a little irritating. But it's how people in Los Angeles treat dogs that bothers me. People in Los Angeles treat dogs better than homeless people in Los Angeles. Facts. And it bothers me that, in a way, dogs have replaced children for so many single people in particular. At least maybe this is a West Coast thing, but it's I see how people treat their dogs, and it's like, gee, they're homeless people living in tents, and you won't find any homeless dogs. You'll just see like dogs and there's so many. And when someone says they're a dog lover, like, I get it. I understand how you could like dogs. I'm more of a cat person. I've had cats. Like, I don't currently own a cat. What are you putting up all these comments, Alan, making fun of me? But it's really it's so annoying the way LA people treat dogs. It's turned me off to dogs. I have no problem with the dogs themselves, but LA people treat their dogs like, because I'm talking about mainly childless women. Childless women treat their dogs like they're kids. So I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. And that's maybe part of the reason why I didn't love the movie as much as you did, Alan. That's, what can I say?
So you resonated with the Will Forte character?
No, I would never be. First of all, I would never be mean or cruel to an animal. Never, ever. Like that, I found loathsome. His character, I just didn't like the character at all. His character, if I have a preference, I prefer cats. So
it's just this running theme that they have.
Well, I don't think Zootopia is Pixar.
It's not. It's a Disney. But it is. Racist. I guess, but you know, it's the father who doesn't want her daughter.
That film that we just showed is better than Strays.